begin. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. Today, we're going to have another discussion in line with content writing, but basically how to optimize. So today we shall be looking at search engine optimization, whereby we shall be understanding the whole aspect of it and even look at the practical ways of how we can optimize content. So to begin off, as usual, I would like to pick your minds on if what you understand by search engine optimization, and then we build it from there. Yes, anyone who is actually maybe already doing this or has a great understanding of what search engine optimization can share with us.
Search engine optimization is using, to me, using a certain phrases that you think when someone is Googling the product or whatever you're trying to write on. So you get those words that people usually type in when they're searching for something in relation to that product and then use them in your post or blog.
Okay, thank you, Naomi. That is true. It may not be in totality, but that is a component of search engine optimization, using words in your article or in your blog post that people usually search for when they're looking for such content. Thank you. Any other? John, Bernard, or Tabitha? Okay, if we're to pick it from the words that are in the that make up the word search engine and optimization, I think we can be able to make sense out of it like that. So let us begin with search engine. What's a search engine? Then after we shall move to optimize, so that we can easily make meaning from the two keywords within. You can quickly tell us what a search engine is, and then we go to optimization, and then we derive the meaning from there. Yes, John?
I think a search engine is sort of like a software program that helps one to easily identify or get whatever they want online. In any case, for instance, if I'm searching for, let's say, cosmetic products, it helps me to be able to access them online.
Yes, that's true. And then optimization. So search engine is a tool or software that helps you help to search for content online. And then what of optimization? Yes, Kamgisha, you're welcome. We are here trying to get an understanding of search engine optimization. Naomi had given us that it's the use of words in your article that people usually search for, so that it can easily be found. Then John, then we moved on to defining the key terms, which is search engine and also optimization to derive meaning. John given us for search engine. I see Tabitha here. What did she say? That would it be the ability to make the most of that tool, optimize the search engine? You know, we're defining optimize by itself. So yes, optimize is to make the most of something, to improve it, its functionality. Yes, to basically improve something. That is to optimize. So when you put those two words together, what meaning do we derive? Search engine and optimization. Yes, anyone? To make the most of the tool. Okay, good. Any other? From Samuel, Govle, Bernard, Sharon, search engine optimization. Okay, so let me share screen here. Yes, so in summary, search engine optimization, this is the practice of improving the visibility, ranking of a website or web page in search engine result pages. It's basically, in lay terms, those deliberate actions and steps that you do with the content on your website to ensure that it's easily searchable. When people search for content online related to the things that you publish about, it can easily be found. And those are the different things that we're going to look at today. What things can you deliberately do within your article or even outside that can drive traffic to ensure that your content is easily searchable and can be found online? So I hope this is clear what search engine is. I don't know if there are any questions as we proceed, because it's important before we go to the practical ways of doing this, and the concept is okay with all of us. Any questions regarding search engine optimization, the definition, and what it really entails? Okay, let's proceed. So having understood what that is, it's important to know that there are two types of search engine optimization. We have on-page SEO. SEO is search engine optimization, and then also off-page SEO. Okay, so who could have any idea of what off-page SEO could be? Any idea of what off-page SEO could be? Having looked at the definition of search engine optimization, now we have off-page and on-page. So what do you think off-page search engine optimization is? Yes, any attempt? Yes, we can attempt to share anything, don't worry. Anything can be corrected. Off-page SEO. Yes, John?
I think, in my understanding,
Mm.
just like it says off page, I think it could be or any kind of activity that is done offline without necessarily going online. These are activities that you do before, as long as you don't publish or use online spaces.
Mm. Okay, thank you, John. That's correct. Then in addition, I see Tabitha shared, yeah, those things that you do intentionally, oh, off your website or blog, writing to pull traffic to the content. Yes, thank you. In summary of what you have both said, that's very correct. These are deliberate actions and steps that you take outside your website to ensure that you drive traffic. It's okay, Tabitha. Even your submission in the chat is fine. There's no problem with the chat or either unmuting. That's fine. Thank you. Yes, I think those definitions encompass it. Off-page SEO, actions taken outside your own website to impact your rankings within the search engine result pages. So having understood that, what do you think are some of those things that you can do outside your website or your web page that can drive traffic to it? What are some of those things you think you can do that can drive traffic to your website? Put links to your work elsewhere. Okay. Any other? Yes. Any other things that you think you can do outside your website? Social media sharing of website links. Yes. Sharing your links to different other networks. That's very true. Google Ads. Google Ads. Advertise. Okay. Let me see. Or if you how would you do that, Govole? Maybe make me understand you better. That's it. Please help me understand that point of yours of Google Ads. You can unmute if you don't mind. Promoting it. Oh yes, 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 that's very true. You can promote it. That's okay. It's okay, Govle, I understand. Bernard, any idea you'd like to share? Things that you can do outside your website that can improve its visibility? Or Marjorie? Yes? Okay. So in addition to what has been shared by Kamugisha, Govule, and Tabitha, we have some other things that actions that you can take. So there are a number of things here. Of course, other websites like I said. Of course, even outbound linking, like Tabitha had said, linking to other websites as well. Social media, link exchange. You can be even sharing your links with other people in your different networks. It may not be on social media, but in different other forums. You can create an emailing list to share with people so that you can get your content as to much many people as possible. So basically, these are things that you do outside your website that can really drive traffic to it. You even get people to, you can get experts to review your content and give you reviews about it. Okay, so the reviews your content review on other people's websites can help drive traffic to it, because when people like someone reviews your content and gives an analysis of it on another platform anywhere, then people would be inquisitive on coming to your website. Okay, so these are forms, posting to other forums, popularity, and on page. Now that we have looked at off page, on page SEO should be something easy. What is on page SEO? Yes. Okay, so this is basically like the opposite of off-page, things that you do within your website that help to improve its content, help to improve its searchability. And we're going to look at those things practically here in today's class. So this is the practice of optimizing your individual web pages in order to rank them high and earn more relevant traffic in search engines. Okay, so what are some of the things you think that you can do within your website that can improve traffic to it? What are some of those actions or key things that you can do to optimize your content within your website? Tags, okay, that's one. Tags are important. Any other? Naomi, you had mentioned something. Maybe you can repeat it in the beginning when you were defining what SEO is.
I said it's getting phrases that are usually used when googling or searching about something on the internet,
Mm,
and adding them to your content so that when someone types in those words, your say your content is one of the first things that show up on the search page as for that thing.
I get you. I get you. Yeah, but actually, those words, those search terms are called they're called keywords. We refer to them as keywords, words that people, uh, search terms that people usually put in search engines when they're looking for content. So having as many keywords in your content is very important, because the more keywords, then the most likely your content will be easily caught by people. Then adding hyperlinks in your content, yes, that's caught. Linking to other websites, that's good practice for the web and for SEO as well. Any other? Haven't yet heard from Bernard, Yusuf, Marjorie. What do we think are some of those things that you can do within your web pages to improve the visibility there?
Uh, Thank you, Edward. Uh, I'm trying to relate something to boosting. How is that boosting? I see it on these social media platforms. They just think boosting. How is it?
Um, well, boosting in this scenario, it doesn't really count, especially when you're looking at on-page SEO, because here we're looking at actions that you do within your website that can make it easily searchable. So boosting, this is usually done, let's say, like on social media, where you can boost, let's say, like a link to a certain post or a post itself. But for in terms of SEO, that may not be really in line with what we are looking for. Okay, any other attempt from, yes, alternative text. Alternative text is one of them. Yusuf, meta tags and descriptions. Yes, that's very true. Thank you. Quality content. Yes, yes. If you, of course, quality content. The word quality made. When in terms of quality, what do you mean, Yusuf? Maybe you could want to expound on, because quality might have many meanings for many people here. So you might want to give us what exactly you mean by quality content. Yes, Yusuf, do you want to expound on this? Okay, so as you have all shared, most of the things are here. Keywords are very important, use of tags and keywords in your article. As we're later going to see, subheadings are also very important. Multimedia, use of multimedia components in your article, captioning photos and alternative text. I think Tabitha mentioned this. Linking, hyperlinks, and also featured image. So yeah, thank you for sharing. I think we have managed to capture many. Don't know if there's a message here. Yes, from Yusuf, creating valuable and engaging content that provides useful information to the reader and encourages. Yes, that's very true. Thank you for that, Yusuf. Okay, all right. So before we go, I would like to know from the last session where we had the website creation, how many of us were able to open up their websites successfully? Because I remember I think we worked with Tabitha. You must have opened yours, Tabitha, but I wanted to know from the rest. Were you able to create your website? That's Naomi, Bernard, Marjorie, Sisi, John, Govule. How many were able to open up their websites? So can assume no one was able to, no one created. I think Kamgisha was able to log back into his or something, because what we're going to do requires you to be in your website. So that's why I'm actually asking. Yes, Bernard?
I, for one, I could have opened, but I failed to find time. By the way, I'm sorry.
Find time to, you fail to find time to do what?
To concentrate and open it up.
Okay. Anyone else who was able to create? Yes, you can, Govle. You can use an already existing one. There's one you had opened before, I'm pretty sure. Do you still have its login details and everything? Okay, you can log into that one. Does you? Anyone else? Okay, I think we can proceed. So what we are going to do requires us to log into your website in the back end where you create the posts form so that we can do the whole process practically. Okay, so again, I'm going to request Tabitha, I don't know if you're okay today, or anyone who would like to share a screen. We do this practically once more. Different ways of optimizing content. Tabitha or Samuel, who is signed into their website there on their computer, and then we proceed with this practically, please. It's okay. Samuel, are you signed into your computer? Okay, how many are using their mobile phones for the website work? We could actually look at how to use it on mobile phone as also another thing. Can we try out mobile? Yes, it's okay, Marjorie. If you have your mobile phone, we can also use it as well. Yusuf, were you able to create last time with mobile? I remember you asked me on how to use mobile. Yes? Yusuf, are you trying to speak? I can't hear you. Okay, so I think we can proceed with you can proceed and share screen. We look at the different ways. So I'm going to sign into my WordPress account. And of course, the optimization is done when you are doing your post. Okay. So we come here to posts, then come to add to all posts. Then add new post. Okay, so the first aspect that we looked at here in the presentation, one was keywords. So keywords, like we said, these are words that people usually type in search engines when they're searching for content. So keywords are very important for you, for them to be in your story, in your article. First of all, very important when they're in the heading, but also in even in the content within the article. That is the text that you shall include. Okay. So supposing you are going to write an article about um, graduation at Makerere. What I want to get some suggestions from you of a keyword rich heading that you can have for that article so that we can practically do it together. What do you think are some of the suggestions of a keyword rich heading that you can use for your article?
Graduation.
Just the word graduation, because graduation can't be, okay, I know it can be among them, but I need to suggest like what can be a keyword rich heading. Yes,
Graduation day.
graduation day. Mm-hmm. So you've added the word day. First class honors. Okay. Okay, maybe first class honors could be among your keywords. Maybe it can be like a tag. But if you want like a heading, if someone wants to search about graduation that happened last year, what COVID-19 calls for virtual graduation. Interesting. Okay, if maybe the graduation what happened virtually, that could be probably one. But all of us are forgetting the keyword Makerere University, because you cannot just have a heading graduation or graduation day. Tabitha saying Makerere. John, Makerere University ranks top among Ugandan academic institutions. Yes, now that's starting to look more like it. Don't you think the year is also important? Because Makerere has had thousands of graduations. So I think also adding the year to that heading, let's say 2022, can also make, because you want to increase chances of people finding that article through things that they're typing. So in case someone is typing in search engine, you have to make sure that most possible words that someone is most likely to put in is there. Yes, Bernard, that's a headline. Yes, that's what I asked. What would be a keyword? I asked what would be a keyword rich heading. I hope you get me now, Bernard. And some people were contributing bits and bits to it. That's why I got Makerere from Tabitha. Then also first class honors. Yes, so that's okay. Any other thing that you think would be important to this heading to make it keyword rich? So we've seen Makerere has to be there, Makerere, and even Makerere, Tabitha, I know you put Makerere, but you also have to put Makerere University, because Makerere is also a place. There's Makerere Kavule. So you have to also have the word university in there. 75th, exactly. So all now you're starting to now make it real keyword rich. 75th. That's okay. Any other suggestions from Samuel or Govule? I like also what John shared. Makerere University ranks among top. Okay, so we can put that. Okay. Let me check what someone has put. Thousands of graduates. Thousands to graduate at MOOC 78th graduation. Okay. I want us to discuss this for a minute. Thank you, Bernard. So MOOC, remember when you're writing for the web, you're writing for a global audience. Okay. So do you think when you put that headline out there and you publish that article and someone in Poland is accessing that article, do you think it will make sense quickly what MOOC stands for? Because MOOC might sound easy to you, or even someone in Kampala or in urban areas, but trust me, even someone deep in Uganda who might be accessing your article may not know what MOOC stands for. And that's another consideration that you need to have when, especially when you're writing for online. You know that you need to know that and understand that you're writing for a global, or your content is being accessed globally. So things like MOOC, especially like in a heading, KIU, MOOBs, those are all things that may deter some of our, because most likely when someone goes into a search engine, they're going to type Makerere University than MOOC. Though MOOC can be there, but most of the people will type in Makerere University. Yeah, Yusuf has here written Makerere University 75th graduation ceremony. Okay, I think it would also be good again, like I said, the year. Yeah, but I think we now get, I want to believe we now get the idea from some of the suggestions I'm seeing here that when you're writing for the web and online, it's based on keywords, okay? Because those are the things that people are going to type in search engines to search for content. So the more keywords that are in your title, the more that are in your body of work, in your content, in your tags, and in later other things that we're going to see here, the better for your for search for your SEO for your website. So that is what we usually have debate with many times when I'm training this, because most people come from a journalistic background of thinking of that your article headline should be something that is very sensational or too catchy. I think that mainly aligns to, it's like newspapers or something. Whereas when it's online, you know that online deals with it's mainly aligned to keywords, okay? Because it's what people type in search engines that leads them to your content. So I'm glad to know that we are now getting to understand this from what we are typing. Again, here Samuel has said MOOC is Moi University Kenya. You see, it's actually MAC. I think isn't that MAC? Isn't MAC the right acronym? Yes. So you need to be careful when you're writing your titles or even in your content. So we have a number of tools. We have some tools that can help to give keyword suggestions. Okay. So what basically these tools do is that you put a specific keyword or any topic that you're going to write about, and it's able to generate for you first of all how much people search that particular keyword or topic or term, and even give you other suggestions of content ideas based on that topic. Okay. So first we are going to look at a thing called keywordtool.io. Let me share it in the group here, in the sorry, in the call in the chat. So what this tool does is that you put in any keyword or topic or something, and then it is able to generate for you other related search terms, or even how much this topic is widely searched on online, so that you know how much traffic there is first of all for that particular topic, and even other, it generates for you other keywords that you can add within maybe your body of text or even as tags, because you've seen how much search volume they have about them online. So I need someone to suggest in the chat what can we search about, any topic or any key phrase, and then we see what suggestions that tool can give us. So you can share the topic in the chat or unmute and tell us, and then we proceed.
We can search about AGOA.
AGOA. Okay.
Yes.
Let's search AGOA. Okay. Just a minute, I'll wait for it to load. Okay, so from what we have got so far, I think you can see, of course, to see now like such some other information like search volume, trend, all those things, you have to go premium, but at least you're seeing here from what we have here on the left. These are the related keywords: AGOA forum, AGOA Africa, AGOA speed loader. So when you're writing your article, you see AGOA 2023, AGOA Uganda. These are things people are searching on around AGOA. So this could be some of your tags. You could find a way of incorporating and putting some of these things within your text, within your articles, because you are basing on real data that people are searching for these key terms related to that topic. Okay, so you can always base this to ensure that you have content that you have keywords within your content that people are actually searching for. Thank you. Let's look at two more key terms or topics and then we proceed. Another suggestion of what we can search. Tabitha, you also suggested a Goa. Is it like an assignment or you guys are working on in a Goa or something? Anyway, any other topic or one that we can search on and we see what kind of results? Joan Kagezi. Hmm, interesting, interesting. Okay, so as you can see here, Joan Kagezi, that's the main keyword. Then Joan Kagezi death, her husband, lecture. Yeah. So, and this can even be now ideas for what you can write about separately. You could want to write about Joan Kagezi, and all these can be different article ideas. You could have an article on Joan Kagezi's husband, Joan Kagezi's death. Okay, so and so these are the kinds of clues and things that these tools provide you. Uh, Article content ideas, keywords that you can include. Okay, the last one, Terra Alert. That's from Bernard. Okay, what Terra Alert? Yeah. Okay, this might. Okay, so we have here Terra Alert, Abuja Terra Alert, US Terra Alert, South Africa. Okay, so as you can see, there are quite many. Okay, so again, you can get related things to write about Terra Alerts, Abuja, Ireland, London, see what is trending there, and then you're able to publish. But I hope you get the idea and the importance of why you should use some of these tools. There's another one called Uber Suggest. It serves the same purpose. Let me share the link in the chat as well. Serves the same purpose. I need someone to share with us what can we search about here, especially those who haven't yet shared. I can have Naomi, John, Marjorie, Mudassir. What keyword or topic can we search about and we see what results it can give us in terms of keyword ideas and volume of search. Crispus, you're welcome. Climate justice, okay. Climate justice, artificial intelligence. All right. Let's begin with climate justice. So here it is. As it loads here. So you see, Climate Justice Alliance, search volume 1000, environmental justice jobs, climate justice definition, environmental justice journal, climate justice jobs. So all these now here are ideas around climate justice. What can I write about? Okay. And even in terms of climate justice, the keywords related to it that people are searching for. Content ideas, okay. Rihanna wants like a title. So they give you content ideas and how a good, see, the world's fight for climate justice. Rihanna wants climate justice, donates 15 million. So as you can see, this is also quite helpful in case when you are creating content. I think let's look at what Mudassir said. Let me just copy from here. Artificial intelligence. Let's see what is this. Oh, since they're asking me to register, I continue with Google. Okay, so we have here, as you can see, the search volume is high for artificial intelligence. The ranking is there. Art generator, artificial intelligence detector, artificial intelligence generate, artificial intelligence chatbot. So I think Mudassir, you see what we're talking about. And say here are some of the content ideas with their titles. Yes, so you can get a good overview of what people are searching around artificial intelligence, and see what you can also publish about it and include some of those things in your traffic. Okay. Okay. Just a second. I don't know why it had brought this so big. Hmm. So as you can see here, many keyword ideas that it brings: intelligence photo, bot, AI, pictures, artificial intelligence writing. So if you're interested in artificial intelligence, what are some of the things you can write that people are searching? Artificial intelligence tools. Yeah, so all these can really guide. Let me see what other people shared. Israel-Palestine war. Okay. Yusuf. Let's search for this. Let's see what this brings. Let me load something else as that continues. Okay, so in terms of Israel-Palestine war, as you can see, Israel-Palestine conflict map, see the search volume, Israel-Palestine conflict, who is right, Palestine war history, or conflict overview. So all these are different keywords that you can have in your article, but even these are content ideas that you can use if you want to write. Death toll, people are searching about how many people have died. So if you gather facts from different websites, about that. That can also be good. Yeah, so as you can see, it also gives you a rich page of things that you can consider when writing about Israel-Palestine war. I think I saw EMIS. Marjorie, is this an internationally recognized acronym? What does EMIS stand for? Yes, Marjorie? Okay, let's search for EMIS.
EMIS stands for the Education Management Over Integrated Management System, something of that sort.
You see, even for you yourself, it's difficult to get the
No,
full.
it is Education Management Information System.
So
Education Management Information System.
so some of these things are, as you can see, it's not something probably someone may write about. You may find the search volume for the term EMIS may not be that high. Okay, because first of all, it's an acronym. So when you're picking maybe certain words or topics to consider what kind of results you can get, you need to consider things that people usually search for with some good volume. At least I think a more general term could be better rather than an acronym, unless it's really, really, really very popular. Okay. So you also have to be in consideration when you're suggesting some of these terms that you're going to search for about, so that you can be able to get good, accurate results. Because you might put it in the search engine and then you don't get results. Okay. So maybe let's use this one. This is called SEMrush. It also does keyword research. Let's put EMIS. Let's use EMIS here and see. So Ubersuggest gives you three keyword searches, free trial. Then you have to per day. I'll go back and use also keyword.tool.io so that we put in EMIS here and then we see what it brings us. EMIS. Okay. Keyword difficulty. So as you can see here, Margarine, you will need to okay, global volume. So you think, so you see what it brings here? Keywords EMI. EMI health. What is an EMI? So it's not really clear here. Okay. Let's put it here and see. EMIS. So you see, let's wait for the results that we're going to get here. So here we have EMIS, emissions testing near me, emissions near me, TN EMIS. So I think so I hope you get what I'm meaning here, Marjorie, that EMIS, yes, it's an acronym used by some people, but you may not get good keyword analysis for such an acronym, which may not be so popular. Let's search UN. I can see Kamgisha has suggested an acronym. UN, I don't know. I thought I had put it in capital. Let's put it in capital and see. Ah, still, it will put it in, by nature of the fact it comes to small. So again, UN here, UN Security General, Kim Jong-un, unemployment. So anything with UN actually also picks it. So acronyms may not be the best kinds of yardsticks to use when searching. You need like a mode, like a real term, word, or topic, so that you can get real, succinct, and good keyword suggestions. Okay, but you can use these three. I think I didn't share this one in the chat. It's called semrush.keyword. Can use them interchangeably. You can put the same word in all those three to get a test of how each of them, what results it gives you. So Bernard is saying what I am picking here is that the keyword should have a global touch. Okay, it could even be something, okay, because when you're writing for the web, you're writing for the globe, okay? But you can, even if it's not so popular across the globe, at least it should be a term, a word that when you put it there, because an acronym may be tricky. That acronym may be only if you are familiar with people in a certain locality, whereas the web is a global-based thing. So these tools may give you funny results, saying the search volume is very low or something, because maybe people in Uganda only are the ones who search for it, and it has no traffic in America. So that's why you should mainly use terms, keywords, topics, so that you can get better results. I hope this is clear. And like I said, you can integrate some of these words in your headline. Some of them can be in your body of text. Some of them you can use them as content ideas. Like it can be like you can write another article around the 5 suggestions of keyword suggestions I've got from that particular topic. You can use them as tags, alternative text, and even captions for some of your photos. So that is how, first of all, it was important to understand the concept of what a keyword is, how we can integrate it into SEO, and its importance in making sure your content is easily searchable when people are searching online. Any questions regarding that, regarding keywords and their importance, and contextualizing it to search engine optimization? Additions or questions are welcome. Okay, we can proceed. Tags and keywords in article. Then subheadings. Subheadings is another element of search engine optimization. Okay, subheadings make your work, first of all, and subheadings can also have keywords within them. Okay, so that's the other thing I'd forgotten to mention. So with it, you can have keywords in your subheadings, keywords in your tags, in your heading itself, and even in your body of text in the article. So in terms of here, I was saying subheadings are very important for search engine optimization because they help to make your work easily scannable. Okay, when someone looks at content with subheadings, someone from a glance can easily see the different sections of the article. So subheadings are good for SEO. It makes your work easily scannable, and search engines are able to, especially your subheadings are keyword rich. If you are not able to have all of them in your title and maybe some in your tags, you can include them in your subheadings, so that as more people type those words within your article, within search engines, it leads them to your article. Let me just put the example here. I think I must be having some website. Sorry. come here to blog. For example, this article. So search engine, subheadings are here. So for example, the word use specific keywords is the subheading within the article. So when someone comes here, they know that whatever is under this subheading of specific keywords specifically alludes to that. Then we have another subheading, master search operators. Okay, so someone can look at your article, know the different sections of the story quickly. Okay, and then you can also have some keywords within the subheadings themselves to make your work really, really more scannable and also be picked up by search engines. So all these, as you can see, even their size is different from the normal text. So the way we add search engines in, subheadings in your work. For example, if you have a paragraph here. Yes, do we have a question? Yes, please. Hello? Did someone want to ask something? Okay, let's proceed. So if you have written, let's say your first paragraph, I'm just going to put anything here for learning purposes. Macquarie University is the biggest university in East Africa. Blah, 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 blah. Then now, for example, we're writing, we can build on, we're writing about the graduation at Macquarie. So what can be a subheading within the article? If our title is Macquarie celebrates its 75th graduation ceremony, someone can give me a suggestion of what subheading within that article can we have? Yes? Guys, what's someone suggest an example of what can we have as a subheading here? 300 scoop first class degrees. Yes, okay. 300 scoop first class degrees. Okay. So of course that is okay, but I feel like you're giving okay, maybe the 300 may be giving away quite too much for subheading. Maybe you can have a subheading of degrees issued. Okay. Then below that, then you can type there a total of 300 graduates received first class honor degrees, something like that. I hope you get it, Kamgisha. Tabitha says increasing number of graduates over the years. Okay, yes, that can be subheading. Then below that, you can have your more text now explaining.
So,
Oh, sorry.
sorry, Edward. I don't think I get what you're saying.
Yes, I'm saying it's a good, I'm not refuting what it is. 300, actually, it can actually work. 300 scoop first class degrees. Then below the subheading, then you can give more details under that. But subheading, just like the word subheading is, it's just that section of that article that you clearly lay out there, then you give more detail under it, text. Or it could even be an image under or video, as long as the subheading alludes to what follows it. So how you add the subheading in your article here on WordPress, you go to add a new block, okay? And then this time you search for heading here, which is here. Once you put heading, then you can add your subheading. 300 scoop. Let me see what you put. First class degrees. Scoop first degrees. Then now below, a total of 300 graduates. Okay. You put your text there now, giving more detail about what is under the subheading. You can have maybe maybe how many lines in your paragraph. Then next, you add another subheading, which is another section of your article. So once again, you come back here to add block, add heading, and then you can add another subheading. So basically that is a subheading, and when someone looks at your article from a glance, they're able to see, because the font size of the subheading differs from the normal text one. At a glance, someone can know the different sections of your article. So I hope now it's clear what a subheading is and why it's important for search engine optimization. Anything that's not clear before we proceed to the next component?
Edward, I have a question.
Yes, please.
I can see you using the block editor. Personally, I prefer using the Classic editor. I don't know whether you have it there. I think it would be the best maybe for like to begin with instead of beginning with the block editor. Me thinking.
Well, the block editor is actually what the current WordPress comes with. So it's actually the most recent. That's why we actually use it. It's the block editor is the most recent update on WordPress. It has been around for like 4 years. So Classic, I know Classic is okay, and what you started with, Kamgisha, I remember. So I know you're very attached to it, but block is what people are using. When we open a new account today with WordPress, it's there, but even you can still use Classic. Okay, so that's still okay if it's what works for you. So there's no problem with using Classic, Kamugisha, if it what works for you well. But just to know that today, if you sign up if you create your website with WordPress, it comes in the block editor system. Any other question? Okay, so we can continue. So we have looked at that. Then the use of multimedia in your story. Yes, having multimedia components in your story also makes it it's good for your search engine optimization. If you have images, videos, text, audio within your article, the better for it also increases chances of your content being easily picked up by search engines. Anyone to I remember we looked at the last time how to add these different media elements. Anyone to remind us? We can begin with a photo. How can we add a photo here? Again, you can unmute and then you tell us. Anyone would like to narrate to us as we do it here practically, how to add a photo, video, so that we proceed. as we also jog our memory from what we looked at last week when we opened the websites and published content. Yes, guys? Or should I take it that we all know how to add multimedia content and proceed to the next element? Because I may be asking something which is obvious to all of us. Add media. Really? Media? When you're adding, when you want to add what, Crispus? A photo, a video? What exactly do you? A photo. When you want to add a photo, sorry, you come and search for image. Okay. Then when you get to the image block, that is what you add, and then you can either upload it or insert it from online. Okay. So for example, if I went to upload here, okay, use this just. So even with the image here, we're going to, because there are two components here. There's one of adding multimedia content and one of them is a photo, but even for the photo, we're going to see how you can optimize it further. So after adding a photo, one, it's very important to give it a caption. Okay, so you add a caption from here, give it what this photo is about. And then alternative text. Okay, someone mentioned this, I think it was Tabitha. Alternative text is also very important. Whenever you add any image within your article, you should be able to add alternative text. One, it describes what the photo is about, and also it helps people who are visually impaired to be able to interpret images online. There were things like scanner, what they call readable scanner, something that they use, and even the braille machine helps to read this kind of alternative text and give meaning to images that you write online. So the alternative text has to be really more descriptive than the caption, so that someone can really benefit from the text you're providing there. So I hope that's okay. Then to add a video, someone to tell us, how do we add video from YouTube? Yes? How do we add a video from YouTube in our article? Okay, go to YouTube, copy the URL. Okay, let's do that. Someone to which video can we search? Give us a suggestion of what we can get from YouTube, Bernard, so that we can bring its URL. What can we search about on YouTube and pick an appropriate video? Latest Gaza strike. Wow. Interesting. Must be very interested in the war, eh? Latest Gaza strike. Research. Okay. So I think we have here Israel intensifying strikes on Gaza. So we can get copy the link address of this. So when we reach after copying, what do we do, Bernard? After we have copied the link address, what do we do when we come here? Yes? You paste it. Okay. So there are two ways you can paste it, just by pasting where you want it. Let's see here. Just like that. And it will come. Or you can go to add a new block, search for YouTube, then you paste it there, and then you click on embed, and it should does the same thing. So either way, you should be able to add your video in that format. Okay, if you want to add a graphic is the same way as a photo. As a graphic on your computer, you can still bring it. Does anyone, I remember we looked at how to add a photo online. Anyone who remembers the process, you can look at it when we were adding the photo, because what we looked at was upload from your computer. Anyone to remind us how we can add an image from especially when it's online? Yes? Okay, so in case you want to get an image when it's already online, once again you come to add a block, search for image. Okay, so this time you come here where there's insert from what? From URL. Come and click insert from URL. Then now we go online and search for images. We can maintain the same topic. Latest, what was this? Latest Gaza strike. I hope these pictures are not very bad. I don't want to. Okay, we can use this one that just shows bombs, not bodies. So in case you want any of these images, you come and click on the image. Let's say, for example, this. It will load here on the right, and then you right click on the image. Okay, very specific. You right click on it, and then you copy the image address. After copying the image address, you come back here, you paste it, and then you click on this arrow so that the image comes here. Okay, then you can, as soon as you put it, you put the caption and then also alternative text where you give more description. This is an image of showing maybe blast in Gaza from Israel Defense Forces, something like that. So that's how you get an image online and add it into your. Then lastly, still doing a multimedia test. If you want to add an audio, here we usually use SoundCloud. So you can go to soundcloud.com. Then you search, for example, what you're interested in finding. Let's Gaza bombing. Okay. seeing here different vibes. Okay, so we have something here. Podcast New Zealand election. Israel bombs Gaza. So if this is WhatsApp, is something that you want, you listen to the different audios there. Gaza, it's our children who are dying under the bombs. Okay, so we have this. So if you listen to it, you see. So you need to be very careful before you add anything, any audio from SoundCloud. You first listen to it. So this is, let's listen to this.
And joining us now is William Arkin, a senior editor at Newsweek and one of America's premier military experts, who has been a consultant to wide-ranging organizations, including the U.S. Air Force, the United Nations Secretary.
When I look at the response of the U.
This is something I think that's legitimate. So after you find an audio on the specific topic that you are publishing about, you come and click on share here, and then you just copy this link which is here. Okay, Control C, choose copy, bring it here. Again, you can paste it on its own and it generates the audio, or you can come here to add a block and come to SoundCloud, paste it there, and then you click on embed. Yeah, so that's how you can add audio, video, images, and of course text within your article. So multimedia elements within your article is a key component of search engine what? Optimization. We have looked at captioning photos and alternative text when we added an image, so that is covered as well. Then outbound and inbound linking. Someone to remind us how to link text within your article. Who can remind us the process of how to link hyperlink text? Yes, Bernard, if you have sound on your laptop, if you have an audio, yes, you go to, of course, now you don't upload the audio raw. You will have to create an account on SoundCloud, sign up for an account, then you upload your audio there, customize it well, give it a title, you can even give it a featured image, and then you'll be able to get a link for it from your SoundCloud account, which you shall paste in your article. I hope that makes sense, Bernard, from your question. Okay, great. Yes, so the other element that we want to look at is hyperlinking text. So for example, I want to hyperlink the word Makerere University. First of all, I'll come search here for Makerere University online. And of course, I'll come to its website, and that will be the link I'll use to hyperlink the term Makerere University. So I come here, copy its link. Okay, then I come back here, my article, highlight the word that I'm going to hyperlink. Okay, click there, and then there, and then the word is hyperlinked. So we have just like I don't know if you're able to see here in notes. So we have outbound and inbound linking. Outbound linking is where you link a word in your article to another website, just like we have done. What we have done here is outbound linking. The word Makerere University is there, and we have linked it to its website, okay, which is mark.ac.ug. Now, inbound linking is where you link text within your article to content that is already to an article or something that is already within your own website. If you've ever published something about Makerere or something, you can still hyperlink content within your article to an article that you had previously done. Okay. So for example, the word university here, if I want to hyperlink, if I want to inbound link this with something that I'd already written about, again, I'll come here, click on link, and this time, remember, we're not doing outbound, so I don't need to go and search in Google for the website or an article related that can hyperlink this. I'll search within now the website itself in this space. Okay, so if I type in anything there, then it will bring you, you type, of course, since you're the owner of the website, you must be knowing, let's say, the title of the what, of that article, or even the page which is already in your website that you can link that word to. Okay, so you search there, and then let's say for this, hyperlink, and then that is inbound what? Linking. So inbound and outbound linking is very good for search engine optimization. Any questions regarding that? Okay, let's move on to something else. So we have, remember someone mentioned here tags, and then we shall look at featured image. I think we looked at tags the other time as well. Why is outbound linking good? Okay, this is from yet it takes traffic away. Good question. So Kamugisha, I'm glad you asked that. There's a whole misconception online. Okay, not misconception, but fear that when someone clicks on something in your article and it takes them to another website, they are running away from your website or something, which is wrong. The web is interlinked. As you can see, the web, it's a connection of different websites. So the more you're also able to link to other websites, people should be able to link to you. So when people come and then there are links to other websites in your content, it doesn't take away from you. Actually, you should be emphasized. What you should strive to is to have high quality content. One of the things Yusuf said, if you have high quality content and people say meaning it doesn't, there is no harm. There is no harm in hyperlinking content. You're actually doing the reader justice. You're doing the person accessing your content justice, because you're directing him to a site where they can get more information on that particular word. So you need to, I think, I don't know how I can, but you need to understand that outbound linking does not harm you in any way. You're just linking content within your site to other sites where they can get more credible information. So there's no problem with it, and it's actually advisable because that's how the web works. It's an interlinkage between different connections from different websites. I hope we are together somewhere. Samuel, does the explanation make sense? Kamgisha, I want to ensure before we proceed that this is okay. Kamgisha, you had gone. I don't know if you got my explanation.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I just went off. I got your explanation, but I don't think I agree with you because what if? So I think this is the economy of of content. So if you're giving it away,
You're not
then
giving
I
it
don't know
away.
if you.
You're not giving it away. That's where the whole problem is. You're not giving away anything. You're just redirecting some because um what you're doing is you've done your article and you've hyperlinked the word Makerere University, and you have a whole article with more words and more things. What you're doing is just providing an avenue to someone who is interested in finding more about Makerere University, which you may not even have, which you may not even provide in detail on in that article. So it's just a whole mindset thing. People feel when someone clicks and goes to another website, they may not come back to yours or something, which is not the thing. Yes, Samuel?
Okay. Yes, that's okay. I get your point.
Mm,
I just also wanted to add that like as a question, a follow-up question,
mm,
the danger of hyperlinking in the first paragraph in the intro, like you have done there.
mm.
I thought you would also comment on that. Yeah.
They didn't. I did that as an example, really, because it's where I have text within. Remember, I was just adding text randomly because we were. But yeah, you can hyperlink maybe in your second paragraph if you're scared. Again, I don't know if I've never heard about that. If you hyperlink in what in your first paragraph, it can take away people. I think still you're scared about something. I don't know about, but yeah, if that's a fear, you can maybe hyperlink something in your second paragraph or third. But please don't be scared to hyperlink content. You're giving people access to further information on that word. So it's a good recommended web practice. Even when you search online from different communication consultants who publish about SEO, they will say the same thing. Hyperlinking is really good. So you should not fear. Bernard says, I think
All
hyperlinking
right.
is
Thank you.
okay, Simon. Hyperlinking is rich in helping readers to easily find more than putting indirectly would infringe on word economy. Imagine you're to write about someone, Makerere has many things someone may be interested in beyond even what you're writing in that article, and you're robbing them of that chance. I remember when you're writing, you want to ensure you enrich someone as much as possible with knowledge. So you not hyperlinking, you could be robbing someone of info, and someone actually may find gratitude that in the fact that you hyperlinked that word. It took them to another site where they got more information about that, and your value is there because at the end of the day, you can't hold someone within your content for so long. Okay, people will always access. If your content is good, high level, and meaningful, someone will read through this, even if you hyperlink content. Okay, doing the reader justice. I think this is from Tabitha. I think it's just a generation that wants more for itself. Just scared we'll lose, which isn't supposed to be a problem. If the content is quality, I will stay as a reader. Yes. If your content is quality, because all big websites do this, Daily Mail, The Guardian, it's a recommended web practice. So there's nothing to worry about. Hyperlinking is very good and recommended for search engine optimization and even as content writing. Neoliberal, somewhere it's saying neoliberal. Let me see what this term means. I don't know what it means. Using very technical language somewhere, but some of us may not be privy to knowing. Let me check it out here. Imagine you use that word in an article. Uh, what do you and you don't hyperlink it to another resource where there's more understanding, but you used it. Do you think everyone reading that article may understand what that term means? So I think you see now where hyperlinking comes. Hmm?
Yeah, I think Edward, I've shot myself in the foot there by giving you a good example. Uh,
Exactly. Mm,
yeah, but I just wanted to follow it up with
mm,
a question, and And this I think is for me from practice and not theory really.
Mm,
So I take an example of a daily monitor which might have say 1,000 stories about Makerere University
mm,
or the New Vision or the Observer.
mm.
We need to be better for them to open up a category or a subcategory called Makerere University, in that when they want to hyperlink, they can they can
Yes,
hyperlink that subcategory or category
yes.
instead of taking it away. Because I am totally against outbounding.
Kamugisha, you're using words totally against you, man. You're sounding very radical. These are tested,
No, I
approved, recommended web search engine practices that are global. You should not be stuck in your own, yet these are things that are really recommended. Hmm? But I get what you're saying. When you, in terms, yes, you can create a category or yes, that you can always hyperlink to people there as well. Okay, that's also it works very well. Actually, there's something that we call contextual hyperlinking. Okay, now contextual hyperlinking is beyond just okay. You've written an article, hmm? And it's about Makerere University last year had 300 graduates in Bachelor of Journalism and Communication. So now you can choose to hyperlink the word Makerere University to the Makerere University website. Okay. Or now if you want to make it contextual, just like the word context, now you can, to make it more contextual, you can hyperlink the word Makerere University in that context of graduate to an article that had previously been published about that graduation that happened last year. Okay, so you're giving now, it's now more of contextual hyperlinking, and that's where now the real edge is. Are you able to contextual hyperlink content within your site? Okay, it's going a degree further than just linking it to a general website. But can you link it on that specific website? Is there a section that talks about that graduation that happened? So that when someone goes to that link, it's exactly to what you've hyperlinked within your article. I don't know if that makes sense. If
Yeah,
there's
it
some,
does make a lot of sense. And as a way of practice, when you go to powertimes.co.ug, powertimes.co.ug,
mm,
most of the stories have those links that are contextual.
mm,
And for me, the at the back of my mind, when we do that, we want to keep people on site, because apart from the story they are reading, the new story, they are related stories that they might be interested in. So and I think all hyperlinking should be contextual for me.
yeah, contextual definitely is good. It's the best. If you can contextually hyperlink your work, that is better. But still, Kamgisha, I want to do not that you're scared for things that are beyond your control. Because I don't think, do you think if you did not outbound, if you did not do any outbound linking, no one will ever leave your site? Are people on your site 24/7? So your fears are taunting you for nothing. If you have content, people go to what they like. Whether you have a hyperlink or not, someone can even just read 2 sentences within your article and be like, I don't want. Okay? So your worry is in your mind, I'm afraid. You're too neoliberal,
I think I need some deliverance here.
you're, what is it? Neoliberalistic in kind. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, but anyway, on the light side, but I hope we get the whole essence of hyperlinking, its importance, and also very important in SEO, both inbound and outbound as well.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay. thank you for that word as well. That's a new term. I hope I'll use soon. Neoliberalistic. Okay, so yes, we were looking at the other elements, which is adding tags and then also featured image. So to add tags, you come here to post, and then of course, very important. It's important you pick, you select the right category for where that post falls, and then you add tags. Tags these are words related to the article that you've written, and your tags can also include some of those keyword ideas you get from the other tools. Yes, Kamgisha?
Yeah, I don't know if we have added a featured image to this article
We're going to add
because
we're
I
going to add
think
it
it's
as well.
confusing when we add. All right.
Yes, we're going to add the featured image part is actually after the tags here. Add the featured image and then that will be it. So tags, these are related words, words about the article. Again, these could be keywords. You remember the tools we looked at, those other things that it was giving us. You can include them here. Then you can also think of other keywords that you could know that you can always use what? Here. And also another trick for, especially, I'll use Google. If you're writing about anything, okay, let's say journalism in Uganda, you search about it. If you come here below, you see related searches. Again, this now, I didn't mention this earlier. This could be ideas of other content ideas around a specific topic, because this gives you real data on what people are searching about this. So related searches, you can have any content ideas using these, and even these can also be tags for your article, because you know that people are searching around that topic. These are things that people are interested in. So you can use that information as well. Related what? Searches. Yes. There's also even usually a section of how people also ask. Okay. Again, this another important section. What people ask around that topic. Where do I start with journalism? This could be content ideas as well. You can now, beyond journalism in Uganda, you can have an article on what journalism is, which journalism is best. Where do I start with just another article? How do I become a journalist in Uganda? What are the challenges of journalists in Uganda? Because you're seeing from real-time data that people are searching for these things online. So very important, never neglect that area as well. Okay, Samuel, your hand is still up. You still have another question or? Okay, great. So we have seen adding tags, then featured image. Featured image is also important. I'm sure you had already hinted on this. Maybe you could explain to us, since I'm actually glad that you do a lot of content creation. Why is having a featured image important for SEO?
I hope I know how to explain it practically.
It's okay. It's okay.
Um,
Mm,
yeah, the featured image is what shows as a thumbnail when you share a link. It's what will show before, even before someone has opened a story.
mm.
The images we put first will be shown after someone has opened. But what they will see is before opening is that's featured. It's like the major main picture for that story.
Yes. Just give me a second. I pick this. Hello, Becky. Hey, hi. I'm teaching online. I'm going to call you after it's done. I'm almost getting done. Okay. Sorry about that. Yes. So Kamgisha, you mentioned that well. That image is like when you share your link on social media, on online, WhatsApp, that thumbnail image that generates, and even online. when you search, for example, I'll use the same topic, journalism in Uganda. If I searched it generally online and I go to articles here, which is under news, articles with featured images appear what? Faster than what? In searches appear before those that don't have. As you can see, all these articles here have featured images here on the side. Okay, so it's another good component for SEO for your article to have what? A featured image, so that first of all, for visual appeal, as when you share it on any platform, people can, before clicking on the image on the article, it gives a good description of what the article is about, and even when people are searching online, it will be able to appear among the first results there. Okay, so I hope that is clear. To add the featured image, to add a featured image, you come to your article here, then you go to search featured image, media library, and then you select what? An image from your computer. I hope that's clear. Any other question regarding that? So you pick a featured image, make it, add it there, and then you have a good image for your article. So I think we have looked at basically all the elements here. You can do also more research online in YouTube. Go search of ways of optimizing your content, your website, so that you can see anything that maybe, because there's always more up-to-date and recent information, but we have technically looked at all the good components. Okay, so if you do these things, and what is also important to know about SEO is that it's not a one-time thing, it's a continuous thing. You don't do this for one article or two articles and then you stop there. You do it for continuously. It's a continuous process. And then because you may do it one time in your article and then you don't see, when people are searching for it, they don't see it, and then you start complaining that these things are not working. It has to be a deliberate, continuous process. Then search engines will start realizing your content is optimized. It will start suggesting it to people in search results as you continuously do it to get your work better. Do you have any questions at this point on anything that we have looked at? Someone maybe would want to add anything to it, or any question? Okay, have we ever looked at Google Trends in this class? Yes, Samuel?
I just wanted to ask whether there is a limit to how many links you can have in a story. Let's maybe say a 300-word story. Is there a limit to the number of links you can have in that story?
Like hyperlinks? You mean like hyperlinks?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is no limit really, but of course you can't overdo it. You can't have 300 words and 285 are hyperlinked. Okay, that would really be stretching it. There's no rule to it, like this number and this, but you should also, from your judgment as a content creator, you hyperlink things that are really, you don't have to hyperlink everything. You, from your judgment, you look at things, something that someone would really be interested in, or even that something that would really be meaningful to someone who is reading that article, and then you can hyperlink whether in or outside.
All right.
Okay, so another tool I wanted to show you guys is Google Trends. So Google Trends helps you to see what people are searching about in real time on Google. Okay, and why this is important is because it helps to give you good judgment on the kind of traffic on different topics that people are searching for online. Okay, so it's trends.google.com. Let me share it in the chat. Trends.google.com. So when you come here to explore, so you can search, you can explore any term and see how much it is being what searched for about. Okay, so maybe you can put Israel war. Let's just put in Israel war. Then you search. Of course, it tags the location where you're here. Right now, I'm in Zambia, so I'll change it. You can see how much Israel is being searched about in Zambia. So if you're in Uganda, there it should be able to show you Uganda, how much they're searching about this in Uganda. Okay. And it even shows you interest by sub-region in that particular country you're in. In Lusaka, okay, you can get good, you see, like a central. So you can put it to a country of your choice. It could be even worldwide. You can decide to do this worldwide. Okay, interest by region. So it gives you a good understanding of how much people are searching about this. Related topics, again, you can get related topics around that topic or around that. What else are people searching? Gaza-Israel war. Yeah? Live. People are searching for the live stream of these things. You can narrow it down to the period, okay? For the last 7 days, Israel war. What are people interest over time? So before you publish about something, look at the interest. What are people searching? How are people searching about it? Okay. So this is interest by region. If you hover on any of them, you can see interest. Okay. So I hope you're seeing the importance of this tool. Okay. And you can even compare it. You can compare the Israel war with anything else to see the level of interest in comparison of different topics. Okay, you guys can search for Museveni. Then you see interest over time. I'm sorry if you're not a fan of him. I just use it as an example. So you can compare between Israel war and Museveni across the globe. What is searched more? Interest by region. First you see Museveni here. Yes, it's in red. Museveni is the one in red. Okay, as from our scale here. So you can do this cross compare different topics terms to see how much search volume is on them before you can publish about them. Okay, and then you can also see what is trending in real time, like right now. If you come here on top where there's trending now, of course now for ZAM it may not be able to give. So there's some countries where it doesn't, and even Uganda doesn't here for so far yet in real time for trending now, but at least Kenya does. It can give you what's trending right now in Kenya. Okay, so Champions League. So this, if you want to publish an article and you want it to get a lot of traffic, come and see what is trending. What are people searching for about in that country right now? Publish your article, get people to read it. Ensure that in your keyword, in your heading, these things are there because you're basing it on real data. People are searching about Atletico Madrid versus Celtic. Have your article, give it a heading, Atletico Madrid versus Celtic game prediction. See how many people it's going to get clicked on. Okay, Champions League. Write about the champions because you're now basing it on real-time what data. So explore this tool. It can also assist you in terms of creating content, looking at what is trending, knowing really things that people are searching for in real time on the web. Okay. Any questions? Do you have any questions regarding search engine optimization or any additions? Okay, if none, I think we can call it an evening. I just want to encourage you from last week when we created our websites, please put in an effort. I want to see publish as much content. And now we have seen on how beyond even just publishing content, how you can optimize it for your web so that it can easily be searchable. So please look at all these things, put them into practice. They're not theoretical. Continue applying in your work on a daily basis so that you can have optimum results in terms of your content that you publish online. If there are no other questions or anything else, I'd like to thank you for your time and participation. I'll share the presentation and also the recording to this as well. Okay, have a blessed evening. Isubizo. Hello. Isubizo. Yes, sir. How are you? I'm okay. Sorry, I was doing a class here, So, but I'm done. What's up? It's okay. Yes, I'm in Lusaka. Lusaka. It's all right, man. Surprisingly, the first day of the conference is we had an excursion. We went to the game park, looking at animals and all that. It was really fun. The more, how can I call them, a bit serious conferences are now going to begin from tomorrow. We're being like meetings, what those things. But so far so good. So far so good, man. There's some women from all countries here. The food is good, man. It's crazy. Connect. Hmm? Gay. She's a Zimbabwean. I've just even gotten a text